Martin made his name as a fearless motorcycle racer. But now just racing isn't enough for him.
I sort of got bored of racing, unless I was building something. And that's what this next lot of programmes is going to be about. We're going to build a lot of daft stuff in the shed to go do some daft races. That's the plan.
Guy wants to build some very unusual racing machines and enter some extraordinary races.
You know that bit where they always say don't laugh?
And Guy's right-hand man throughout, his long-suffering best mate, Camy.
There's no better man at preparing stuff. He's the man. Yeah, and he's a good crack.
Look like you're about to rob an house.
They want to turn four bangers into thoroughbred racing machines.
Still not convinced me that this is a good idea, but we'll see what happens.
We're going to get something that wasn't really designed to be raced.
We're past the point of no return now.
And then we're going to go find some daft races throughout Europe and see how we get on. We haven't put it on his roof. I don't think we're trying that.
No, you've always got to taste the tarmac.
Of course you have.
It'll require finely tuned negotiating skills.
Yeah, you want $2 for it?
You can't just pay a man the money he wants.
Oh, no, it's getting mad.
$4 grand.
No.
And a lot of practice for Guy. Four cars, two mates, one garage.
That is mint.
What could possibly go wrong?
Ah, that's my fingers.
Oh, sorry, that's obvious.
Hello?
Now, boy.
Now, how's it going?
Steady, steady. What's happening?
Well, you know, busy, keeping bolt from door. What can I do for you, pal?
You had to. Another job on, boy. Another job on. How you fixed?
Sound, is it 2 wheels, 3 wheels?
Nah, 4 wheels this time, boy. East
4 wheels?
German, Trabant.
A what?
Yeah, Trabant.
Trabant.
Yeah. Get you sent down here, boy. I'll show you what the plan is.
Sound, pal. See
Sound
you in a
job.
bit.
Sound
See you in a
job.
bit.
Sound
All
job.
right,
Cheers,
all
cheers.
right,
Bye,
all
bye,
right.
bye, 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 bye.
Guy's choice for the next project is an East German Cold War icon.
The Trabant was like the iconic communist car, East German communist. Yeah. So I'm always fascinated with communism.
Between 1957 and production ending in 1991, over 3.5 million Trabants were produced in East Germany. But while their friends across the border in West Germany were developing a reputation for building the world's best cars, the slow, cramped, archaic and unreliable Trabant hardly changed in almost 30 years. Bizarrely though, the Trabant has more recently become a cult racing machine, despite the fact that it is without doubt one of the worst cars ever made.
Well, I wanted a Trabant because the crap. Yeah, slow, like 20-odd horsepower. No better thing to go and race. Have a look at that. It's got a tow bar on it, and I was thinking that's very optimistic in a 20-horsepower car having a tow bar on it. But still, I think we should go race one.
Soon enough, a mildly confused Camy arrives.
A phone call, he said, Trabant. Trabant? I have no idea what he's talking about. We'll find out in a minute anyway. You right, Chief?
Well, the plan is, boy, we're going to go race a Trabant. I don't know a right load. I know they're East German, they've got a 2-stroke engine, and it takes about 21 seconds to do 0 to 60.
That's not going to blow the custard, is it?
He's just having a go, isn't he? He's having a go, and someone's a bit different, that's a bit daft. Why not? Look at the speed of that. That's your Trabant, boy.
Oh, man, that's painful. I'll always remember the first time I ever saw a Trabant, and that was this morning. It don't go around the corner right quick, and it don't go down the straights right quick either. We're going to have to do some serious work to that. He thinks it's going to be a walk in the park. I don't think it's going to be a walk in the park.
2 daft buggers from Lincolnshire. Well, Camy's not really from Lincolnshire, is he? He's more Lancashire.
Obviously, we need to buy a Trabant, and then we need to know what we need to do with it.
Yeah.
So Camy starts their search for a car that he's still not certain how to spell.
Trabant. Communism. What do I know about communism? Stalin, Ivan Drago, Rocky IV. My favourite Rocky film, that. Although I do like the Mr. T one.
Meanwhile, Guy's off to have his first experience in a racing Trabant.
No, I'm not expecting a lot. I mean, they've got the 20-odd horsepower standard. A racing one, the boys are talking the 50 and 60 horsepower, so yeah, I don't think we're going to be experiencing too longitudinal G. No, but well, let's see. So here we are, down Kent way. We're going to meet a bloke from Belgium called Bart. He's a Trabant expert, and he's going to let me have a go in his racing Trabant. See what I reckon. So he's a brave man.
As Bart has come all the way from Belgium on the ferry, Guy's arranged to meet him not too far from Dover at Lyd Airport.
Now I'm Bart.
Hey, Guy.
How you getting on?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, I'm all right, mate. Good trip over.
Yeah, very good, thank you.
Racing Trabants.
This is it.
Nice.
This is the one. So, should we take her off?
Yes, yes.
Bart has been racing Trabants for most of his adult life.
I bought my first Trabant 25 years ago, and I was always a fan of motorsports. I was thinking, hey, why not do it with a Trabant? And I fell in love with the car. It's just so adorable. It's amazing. Very good.
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it? It's nice. What year is the original car?
This one is in 1972, so it's almost 50 years.
Older than me. Shaping up well, though, isn't it? If I was to get a Trabant and wanted to turn it into a racing Trabant, what are the major issues?
Keeping courageous. It's not gonna be easy, and the car will fight against it.
Right, OK. Can I have a go, then, please?
Yes, of course.
Thank you.
Why
Thank
not?
you. Right, let's give it a go.
Guy doesn't hold back on his first couple of circuits. Bart clearly wants him to be more of a hooligan.
Hey, Bart, that goes well, doesn't it?
You should give it a little more push.
Should I?
Yeah.
It's not
Drive it like you stole it. That's more like it. I think he gets it.
I'm not going to say it's a flying machine, but it is all right. Nimble enough, predictable enough. Yeah, I'm impressed.
That smile says it all.
It's lively, isn't it? It is lively. I'm impressed. Do you drive it as hard as this all the time?
Yeah, of course.
All the time?
All the time. Pedal to the metal.
I think you said drive it like you stole it. Well,
yeah.
I'm not very good at stealing stuff, but I drove it anyway.
Well, I'm glad you brought it back. What do you think, Guy? You think you can build something like this?
We like a challenge.
Now we go head to head?
Let's have a go.
There is a race coming up at Brands Hatch in early November.
OK.
It's an old-timer race with about 30 cars. There will be some Trabants there.
Right. The date's in a diary. Right, let's get building.
We're on?
Yeah. Right, come on.
Let's do it.
No, I'm looking forward to it. It's an interesting challenge, isn't it? I do know Brands Hatch, yeah. No, I've never raced four wheels around Brands Hatch. Never raced four wheels. But I don't think there's going to be a lot of learning involved. If you was in a rocket ship, then, yeah, you need to start getting your circuit knowledge up there. But when you're in something slow, you've got all the time in the world to think about it. But, yeah, no, it's great. Yeah, I've raced around Brands Hatch for years. A fair bit of the challenge is finding a Trabant in England, like East Germany. Back before the wall came down, you know, there's like a 13-year waiting list for Trabants. Yeah, so hopefully we don't have any bother like that.
Back at the garage, Camy's almost wishing he could sign up for a Trabant waiting list.
Now, boy, what's happening?
We've had a bit of a war with this Trabant. I went on Auto Trader here. It doesn't actually register Trabant.
TVI.
So they're a very rare thing. So I went on a European car site, 12 grand. But then you've got the import duty on that.
We want one, boy. We don't 12 grand want one, do we?
So we're stuck a bit.
12 grand.
After a whole load more digging,
What could be so difficult as to find a Trabant?
Camy finally gets a break and actually finds a Trabant for sale in Croydon.
So we're going to go and meet the bloke that owns it. Dom is called, this bloke. That will be him, waving at us.
He's on it. He's on it. You must be Dom.
Welcome to the smoke. Just park it there, mate.
Sound job. I'm Guy. My mate, Camy. Right, you're the Trabant man.
I am.
Sound job.
Do you want to come and have a look
Yeah,
at it?
sound.
Do you want to follow
Cheers,
me?
boss.
This is a lovely colour. It's a classic colour. It's papyrus white, they call it.
You're
which
doing the
is
salesman bit on us now, ain't he? Hey?
Papyrus.
papyrus, yeah. You know, like the Egyptian...
Papyrus.
You know, the Egyptian wall art.
Papyrus.
Beige, basically.
There she is. Papyrus white.
Papyrus white. Only this
like
one and
that.
the other 3 million that were in that colour.
Yeah.
Yeah, can we pull her out, please?
Yeah, she should roll straight out. So it's a 1986.
Has it ever ran in the time that you've had it?
No.
Right.
No.
It's got under seal on it.
Yes.
The bones of it are here, aren't there? It's not hanging to bits, it's not rotten.
No.
Oh, is it air-cooled?
Yeah, two-stroke, two-cylinder, air-cooled, as minimal moving parts as possible.
No,
There's no holes, is there?
No, that's great. Is this a 45 horsepower model?
26 horsepower.
26 horsepower.
They started at 23 horsepower, then they reached the giddy heights of 26.
We're going to be flat out down them straights, us, Chief.
Yeah, sound.
Okay, so you like it, yeah?
Yeah, why, yeah. Why wouldn't I? I'll leave you in Camy's hands for the battery.
OK.
I'm not much of a... I just end up giving you whatever you want.
How much you want, Chief?
I was thinking 2,500 to start with, really.
The engine don't work. 1,900 quid. We'll stick it on the trailer.
It's tempting, it's tempting. It's quite a drop on what I paid on her, though.
Well, tell you what, pal. You're from the south, I'm from the north. We'll meet in the middle. 2 grand. We're off. Cash.
Is that in the middle? 2-2, that's about right, isn't it?
Go on, it's 21 and the job's done, isn't it?
Yeah.
Go on then. 21, it's yours.
Right, let's get it on
job.
trailer.
Yeah, don't go too near, Dom, so we've got to get the ramps out. Oh, dear. Just like that. Just like that. I thought we'd be doing a bit of grunting getting out of there.
It's a Trabant.
I don't call them a Trabant. I'm not into that, calling them short names. That's like calling people by their initials. Yeah.
Guy and Camy now own a 35-year-old Trabant that doesn't run. All they need to do is turn it into a racing car. Guy Martin and his best mate Camy are about to start creating a racing car out of a 35-year-old, 26-horsepower East German Trabant that doesn't run.
It's still on its East German reg. Is that East Germany? I have to tell you. Is that East Germany? Looks East German, doesn't it? Aim this morning, we're going to get it running. We're going to get it running. Why not? Get the plugs out, wind it over, have a look. Just, yeah. Yeah, we're not rushing about. We'll have a note out of it today, boy. We don't know how long it is since it ran, but everything's bloody perished. Look at that.
I've got a coat in that material.
Yeah, like we took that out when we went to look at it. Last time it was serviced. So...
91.
By the looks of it, that's not done a right load of work since that date. So, yeah, it might not have been running for 30-odd years.
Guy uses a tiny camera called a borescope to check right inside the engine.
We're looking for any signs of corrosion. So we're just looking for any damage. Well, look, there's no rust.
No.
There's no rust. So that's good. I'd be happy with attempting to start it. Use that word, attempt.
They drain the fuel
Oh, that could be original Soviet petrol.
and check the spark plugs.
Go on. Bloody hell, man. Some spark there.
Then with everything checked, reconnected and rewired, they're ready to attempt a start-up.
We need to push her outside, or else this will be like a U2 concert.
What's like a U2 concert?
All them smoke machines.
Come on, boy. We're not nervous. What's the word? We're...
Apprehensive.
That's the word. Come on. Get on that key, big man.
Do you want some chalk?
Yes, please.
And after probably not having been started for 30 years,
You're rasping, mate. She's rasping. That's bloody great, isn't it, really?
Wipers work. Lights.
Yes, side lights. Indicators, boy. Yeah. Headlights, yeah. Oh!
That's the on.
Oh, with a full house.
Hey, I tell you, that feels sweet, that.
That's great, isn't it? We check the tyre pressures and give it a run. Yeah.
Sadly for the aging Trabant, Guy's chosen test track, his back garden, has a jump in it.
Yeah, we just want to test it, see what it's going to do, see if we can get it off the ground. Why not? Why wouldn't we? Why wouldn't we? Should set off this time. Get it this time. Come on, come on! Get it! Oh, that must have been air. It's not bad.
Spot on. I think we got some air, didn't we?
It's not bad. She survived. Oh, she's conked now. She's conked. But she's all right. She's simple and she's sturdy.
Simple and sturdy is exactly what the Trabant was meant to be. All the mechanicals were designed so that the owners could, in theory at least, fix any issues themselves. And the bodywork didn't rust because it was pressed using a material called Duroplast, a hard plastic made using byproducts of the Soviet cotton industry. To be certain their Trabant's Duroplast isn't hiding any issues, Guy and Camy partially stripped the bodywork. And along the way,
1988 newspaper.
they discover a few historical souvenirs.
Trabant touch-up paint.
Bundesrepublik, Deutschmark.
We found this morning. What did you reckon it smelled like?
I think it's gone off Cinzano.
Hey, there's a taste of rust, but no more than that. Hey, there's a bit, but she's not dropping to bits, is she? Cracking job. Good starting point. Right, let's go get a brew on. Let's get a brew.
With work on the Trabant now well underway, Guy heads off to Thruxton Circuit in Hampshire. He's come here for a bit of racing practice, with a difference.
Here we are today to learn how to drive slow cars fast, to prepare me for the Trabant. Thruxton is a fast track. It's a fast track, so I don't know if I need a strong coffee to stay awake down the straights. I don't know.
He's here to meet the Colburn brothers.
Now, boys.
Morning.
You all right? Go on.
James and Ben are both regular competitors on the historic racing scene in their classic Austin A30s.
Lovely looking things, mate.
They are beautiful.
Have a look at the engine.
Yeah, go for it.
Guy's main instructor today will be older brother James.
I'm the better looking one.
You've got it, you've got it, you've got it. You've got it. Right, hey, well, I'm looking forward to this.
This post-World War II classic looks great, but races slowly, and as such is the ideal vehicle to put in some training for racing a Trabant.
Not a million miles away from a Trabant. That sort of thing, that sort of weight, that sort of power. Yeah, not that fast. That's right,
Sounds
I'll get
good.
togged up then, mate.
Let's
Thank
go.
you.
Let's
Thank
get
you very
serious.
much. Cheers, boss. Mint job.
In a less powerful car, cornering is critical, so that's where James starts the lesson.
Try not to do that with the steering, because that upsets the car. That's when you're scrubbing speeds and you're not accelerating out the corner. Yeah, we want one motion. That's it, smoothness is key.
The Austin can take most corners at full speed, but doing so requires a gentle touch if you don't want to lose any of that speed.
Smooth turn, smooth turn. You want to use the full width of the circuit, don't scrub off any speed.
But when it comes to braking,
Brake, 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 hard brake, hard brake, hard brake.
James wants Guy to forget about being smooth and gentle.
Well, yeah, it's sort of contradicting. I mean, I don't know how you drive one, but it was just, yeah, braking real hard and aggressive in place, then getting off and then rolling through the corners, so trying to keep a bit of momentum going.
Normally when racing, you brake smoothly and progressively. But with less speed to lose for a corner, Guy can just stand on the pedal and then get off as quickly as possible.
And now brake, 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 harder, harder brake, harder brake, harder brake, harder brake, harder brake, harder brake. That's it, whoa, that's it, go.
I don't think James really trusted what I was doing, so we kept getting hold of the steering wheel.
Power, get a bit more.
I was just nervous. I'm not going to put it, I don't own it, it's not mine, I'm going to put it on its roof.
as Guy's slow car racing technique gets better and better.
Good. Unwind, unwind, unwind. That's good. Full power, good. Good.
James decides it's time he actually does some slow car racing. So Brother Ben comes on track in a second A30 for a head-to-head shootout. Ben took straight in behind Guy, then carrying more speed onto the straight, he glides past him.
Okay, we'll stay in the slipstream way up. Stay right behind him.
Guy's now left playing catch-up, which means keeping it as smooth as possible.
And we're going to dart out, okay? Now we go inside, inside, inside.
When he sees his chance, Guy lunges down the inside, brakes hard at the apex, and takes the racing line.
Brake, 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 hard, hard, hard brake, hard brake. Hard brake, good.
Job done. Race won.
Good, good overtake.
You don't forget, it's just in you, isn't it, to go racing? You know, you get another head on when you go racing. Yeah, I get mad when I get racing. Get away, it's my bit of track, get out of the way. Going down, get out of the way.
So some crucial racing lessons learned.
All right.
And as ever with Guy, learning is fun.
Oh, it's a great day. We've got to come to a racetrack and we've got to muck about all day. What a day. What a day. No, it's been mega. It's been mega.
Guy may now be more confident than ever about racing a Trabant.
Bloody great thing.
But he's still got a job on actually building one in time for the race at Brands Hatch. This is Guy's garage, and in it Guy Martin and his best mate Camy are elbow deep in a project to convert a Trabant, one of the worst cars ever built,
That's great, isn't it?
into a track racer. And it's coming on well. Work on improving the suspension and drivetrains has begun. A roll cage has been fitted by Guy's mate Tim Dre, and the car's now got a proper racing bucket seat.
Look at that. How tricky is that? Mint. We're impressed, aren't we, boy?
Oh, definitely.
The next big problem is power, and that means taking out the Trabant's original engine.
They must have had small hands, these Eastern Europeans, that's all I can say. Jeez. Ah, that's my fingers.
Oh, sorry. You're right.
Yeah.
Sorry, boy.
I still got all five.
Sorry.
The tiny two-cylinder, two-stroke engine only produces a pathetic 26 horsepower, and with time now running out before the race at Brands Hatch,
I've got the light end.
Guy needs to find more power quickly.
There you go, boys. Engine, gearbox and diff all in one there. Didn't take a lot, did it?
After a bit of research, Camy discovers their best solution comes in the shape of Trabant lover Bart from Belgium.
But he's got a racing Trabant engine. I didn't even know that Trabants did racing engines, but he's got one. He's willing to sell it, and apparently they're as rare as hen's teeth.
To do the deal, they give Bart a call.
Hello.
Now, Bart, you all right, mate?
Yes. How are you?
Yeah, I'm all right, mate. I'm all right.
Can we see the engine, please, Bart?
Yes, of course. Can you guys see anything?
Perfect, Bart. We can see her. She looks the part.
Yeah.
Will it start up, Bart?
Of course. I can show you. There it is.
Yeah, rasp off a boy.
It's alive.
Perfect. How much do you want for it?
I would like 3,000 euros for it. Is that okay for you?
3,000 euros, yeah. Thank you.
£3,000 straight out. I'm like, where's the negotiation in that? You know, barter a bit. Let's have a bit of money over for a bit of beer money, but no, let's just pay the £3,000.
Right, so we'll get a plan sorted then, Bart. Thank you very much. It looks looks a treat.
Goodbye.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.
Well, guys made the decision. £3,000 it is.
But it's £3,000 that turns out to include personal delivery of the engine by Guy's soon-to-be racing rival, Bart. And he said he'll help fit it.
Here's our man, Bart.
The Bart man.
Now then, Bart.
Morning.
How you getting on, mate?
How you doing?
Yeah, I'm all right.
Come on.
You all right?
How you doing?
You got here in one piece, then?
Yes, I got here.
Good man.
Take a look.
Thank you. Yes, please. Yes, please. So, was this your spare engine, then?
It was not my spare engine. It was an engine I could spare.
Right.
There's a
yes,
difference.
I understand.
Bart's had this engine for 5 years. And it's the same basic block as the one Guy and Camy removed from their Trabant.
And this is an extra transfer port?
It's a third port.
Right.
But it's had various modifications, all designed to make it produce more power.
There's a hell of a lot of work gone into that. So that is a brilliant job.
A brilliant job and a big increase in horsepower over the old engine.
What around? We're around. That's going to be about 20 horsepower. Yes. 26, and then this is going to be at least 60. At least 60, so it's a massive gain.
Bart's Trabant-based knowledge extends far beyond its mechanics. So while Camy unpacks the rest of the engine parts, he explains to Guy just why the Trabant didn't outlive its communist roots.
89.
89, okay,
Yeah,
right.
the wall came down. Nobody wanted to have anything to do with the Trabant anymore because it has been their car for 30 years, but they had no choice. And now this wall came down, so everybody wanted to buy a real Volkswagen or a real BMW.
Yeah.
Some of the most iconic images from when the Berlin Wall came down were endless queues of Trabants rammed full of East Germans crossing the border to the west. And when they got there, they dumped their cars.
Trabants were just left aside of the road.
More recently, though, Trabants have achieved cult status in Germany and experienced a bit of a renaissance.
I know for a fact that in Germany, at this moment, there are still a little more Trabants registered than there are Teslas.
That's an interesting fact.
In 2020, there were still 33,000 Trabants registered.
There's still
Registered.
33,000. Never mind all the knackers that's in the yard.
Yeah.
33,000 registered.
Yeah.
Holy shit. I'm impressed.
Yeah.
And Guy will be even more impressed if they can get the engine in and start it today, considering that means working out the car's 40-year-old electrics.
That's black and blue here. Let's try that to that. No. Oh, fuck.
Here it is.
Just wanting a bit more welding on roll cage. No messing. Ready for action, Captain. Slinging some jungle juice in a big man. You ready?
Yeah.
Spot on. Sounds sweet. It sounds crisp. No, thank you very much, Bat.
You're welcome.
But you can't underestimate how much work's gone into that engine. If we can get 60 horsepower, that will be fantastic.
Take any car, double the horsepower, and it runs great.
Yeah.
I just sold Guy a good engine at a good price. That's gonna make him a lot faster. That's worrying. I hope I didn't make a mistake. Oh, we'll find out at Brands Hatch.
Some amount of knowledge in you, boy. Some amount of knowledge. And we'll hopefully see you at the race.
Yeah, definitely.
With the Brands Hatch showdown now fast approaching, Guy still has plenty of work to do to get his Trabant up to full race spec. And right now, that means fitting it with some new sporty footwear.
We're going to put some wheels on the Trabant.
For racing, that means much bigger wheels and tyres.
Well, what's bigger? Hopefully get us around the corner a bit faster. That's the plan. Well, you want as much rubber on the ground as possible. But we're not going to go very fast in a straight line, so we need to make the most of what we've got. And what we've got is going around corners, so we need to make the most of that. So keep the throttle wide open, keep on trucking. Obviously, these fellas aren't going to go in the arches. You see? So I'm going to make a few modifications.
After cutting a big enough hole for the wheel to fit in, Guy then measures up to fit an arch. And it's not just to look good.
As for the rules, the wheel's got to be fully enclosed. Unless you're open-wheeled, which is what that only doesn't cover many categories. They are Formula 1, Formula 2. Yeah, well, this definitely isn't open wheels. So if you get the wheel set out there, it won't pass scrutineering. And it looks trickier.
Having used locators to check he's mounting the arch in the right place, Guy rivets it on.
Look, I'll show show you. We'll waste one. That rod is tied to that ball at the end, so it pulls that ball up to this flat face here. You see? One down, 3 to go. Very much like a race car. The right wheels, steering wheel, bucket seats. You're getting there.
For one final bit of training, guys borrowing an idea from Formula One, modern F1 drivers spend hours in multi-million-pound simulators getting used to their cars and learning the circuits they'll race on. So guys doing the same, but on a budget. Driving a Trabant around Brands Hatch in a racing game.
This is the nearest we're going to get until we race. I don't know, it's not the worst car I've driven on a computer, but it's not far. Well, I'm sure it is. It's bloody terrible, man. It's terrible. No speed. And the thing spins round. Yeah, not the best.
In the race at Brands, Guy won't just be racing against Trabants. There'll be a lot of other faster cars on track. The lap times from a similar race in Germany earlier this season show the sort of speed difference that Guy will need to deal with.
The car that won it was a Porsche 964 RS 989. And second to last and last was 2 Trabants. Your race is not to finish last, innit? Anything that's not last is a win. That's what it's looking like, boys. That's what it's looking like. But we're going with pressure, aren't we? So if we don't finish last, we've won. Woo!
Finally, after 6 months' work and now in full racing livery, Guy's Trabant is ready to leave the garage. They started out with a 35-year-old 26-horsepower relic of the Cold War, and now they have a very smart 60-horsepower racing car.
That's a lot of work.
Hell of a lot of work.
That's a lot of work.
Totally different car, isn't it?
The shell is the original. Back suspension arms are original. Other than that, everything has changed. Everything. Everything. The steering wheel, the steering column, the engine, the gearbox, the front suspension, the brakes, the wheels, the tyres.
That's it, isn't it?
A lot of work. A lot of work in not a lot of time.
All that's left now is to test drive it on a local airfield.
All right? Yeah.
To start with, Guy takes it easy. A short shakedown, just to check everything's working.
She sounds well, doesn't she? I think he's just trying to get used to that column change as well, because it's actually on the steering wheel, just where the actual gears are. Got an intermittent brake light fault as well.
Then after a short pit stop...
None of the suspension's come loose. Not like that, nothing's melted.
And a refuel.
Let's go again.
He gives it the beans.
Oh, she's wound up now. Looks like a little Dodgem car going around the corner. It's that Diddy, innit? That's a lot faster than the Trabant we watched on that video.
Hell, she gets a bit fumy.
She sounded well, didn't she?
Nimble as hell, really nimble. She's good. If it went as well as it handles, we'd be laughing.
Guy's souped-up Trabant is built, tested, and ready to race. Next stop, Brands Hatch. Brands Hatch is hosting one of the last big meetings of the British motorsport calendar. And today, this historic circuit will see a UK first. A race featuring these German oddities. 4 very rare racing Trabants.
A lot to go wrong. There's a lot that can go wrong this morning. You reckon?
Yeah, we definitely need a brew. It's called Nippy.
Guy Martin and his mate Camy have spent the last 7 months building their racing Trabant. And Bart Lemaire has returned from Belgium.
Back, come and have a look at this. Come and have a look, come and have a look.
for an international Trabby showdown.
I must say, Guy, it looks amazing.
It's brilliant, isn't it? It's brilliant. Disc brakes on the back, and it smokes with like a red arrow. You know, the planes over here, it's like the red arrows, yeah.
Smoke is not a problem, but do you have a fog light?
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Yes, yeah, I'm just thinking, shit. It'll be mint. I'm looking forward to it, but I'm nervous because it's going to go wrong.
And sadly, it already has gone wrong for one of the 4 Trabants that came all the way from the Netherlands.
Bart's mate, Randall, is in the blue one, but we've got a disc valve problem, we think. We ain't got any bits to fix it. So, no, that's not starting. So there's only 3 of us now.
The 3rd Trabant still running will be driven by James Colburn, who gave Guy a driving lesson at Thruxton.
The opportunity arose to have a Trabant and race alongside Guy here at Brands Hatch, and Ian's the only man in the country that has a Trabant, so we jumped at the chance to put it all together, get us out there and see how things go on track.
So that's it, yeah, 3 of us. Me against James against Bart. Yeah, the worst I can finish is 3rd. That's great.
Except it's not.
Jesus Christ.
As Camy discovers Guy's competing in an all-comers race with a field of over 30 cars.
We don't stand a chance against this. He'll take the paintwork off Guy's car when he comes past in this.
And a lot of them are monsters.
Apparently, this has got a TVR engine in it, and the man used to be the test driver for TVR. So I can't see Guy slipstreaming this man on the straight. He's against us as well. Big old V8 on her.
Right now, it's Guy's turn to get up close and personal with his muscle-bound competition as he heads out for qualifying. This is Guy's first ever time driving his Trabant on a track. A real case of in at the deep end.
Straight here to Brands Hatch amongst that lot? My God.
Jesus!
All I'm doing is just looking in my mirror.
Fast cars, 150 mile an hour, they're fast. They're closing in on me 100 mile an hour faster.
It's frightening. Them cars are going past twice the speed of I and Bar.
You wouldn't think there'd be a racing class to race that many different versions of cars.
Guy just done a 1:31.5. The fastest guy's 55 seconds. So we're 36 seconds behind him, a lap. Come on, lad.
So now I'm just getting a feel for the car, what it feels like going around a corner. And it's a real nimble thing, but it just, yeah, it doesn't go very quick.
As qualifying ends, the Trabants are predictably bringing up the rear.
So James has done a 118, Bart's done a 127, and Guy's done a 131. The bottom 3.
Seasoned historic racers James and Bart are both pleased with their qualifying times.
Real good fun. So it's a good start to the day.
Did you enjoy it, pal?
Yeah, I enjoyed it very much.
However, despite having finished just 4 seconds behind Bart,
You all right, yeah?
Guy's not at all happy.
It's dangerous, that man. The speed
I know it's dangerous. Because some of those cars, well, no, all of those cars are absolutely, not just a bit faster, they're miles faster. Well, I wasn't looking at self-preservation, I was just thinking for everyone else. Everyone else's cars, and for me to go and write them off because they're having to avoid me and go in the gravel in the barrier, all of those trick cars, they were flying. You know the score. Is that safe, being out there?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, fine.
Oh, right.
Oh, the other guys didn't hit you, did they?
No?
No?
Yours is going well, isn't it?
Yeah, it's going really well.
Somewhat reassured, Guy now focuses on preparing for the race. And incredibly, he's still in with a shout of winning it. The Trabants may be the slowest cars, but there are other slow cars competing. So to keep the race interesting, every car has been given a handicap based on its qualifying time.
But we've got 7 laps on these guys, and it's a 15-minute race. So we do stand a chance of actually winning it the way the handicap works at 100.
So when Guy starts the race, he'll have a 7-lap head start.
I will go out and I'll just try my best. I'll just try my best whilst trying to stay out of everyone's way and try and cause as little hassle as possible. That's the plan. That's the plan. Right, come on.
Finally, it's time to race.
We're nervous, boy. We're nervous.
And everybody is feeling the pressure.
Very tricky driving. Very tricky driving.
I was nervous on this short track, and a lot of cars. It was really getting tense.
I know the circuit more than the others, but obviously completely different to any car I've raced before. Should be very exciting.
The cars go off for their green flag lap then. It will be a standing start. There we have the smoky little East German Trabants. This has never been done before. 3 Trabants on a grid in the UK. Look at that. You can't help but smile. And there is Guy Martin. He's never done anything like this before.
So we're forming up now for the race. These are lads that qualified first. The 3 Trabants are on the very back row. They're going to need a flare gun because they just ain't going to see when these lights go out. They're that far. They're just going to have to follow an old car self.
Any one of these cars could win it, with the handicap being used. Wouldn't it be great if one of the Trabants won it?
As it stands, we're winning.
Green flag is waved at the back of the grid, and off we go.
Come on, lad.
Guy makes a flying start, immediately overtaking rival Bart. And he then outbrakes Maestro James.
What a magnificent sight they make. Look at the variety. We've got the size of this grid. Right, over the line they come then. We're still waiting for the Trabants to cross the line.
On the final bend of the first lap, Guy's main opponents fight back.
Here they are, all 3 of them together. Come on, Guy.
But the other Trabants are about to become the least of Guy's concerns.
They're here already. Genius.
As a 30-strong, high-speed assault approaches.
I was just looking at my mirrors from the off, knowing that there was going to come round. Fast men.
So literally, they've been lapped after a lap. They've done 2 laps and they've done 1. But we're still winning.
It is the Trabants that lead on corrected time, even though they're at the back of the field, because that's how handicapping works. There they are in the background.
These guys are on it. Here's the Trabants. Come on, lad. Jesus, man. That then was scary. There were cars coming left, right, like the Alamo.
The speed differential is extraordinary. You can see there. That is flat out for a Trabant. And technically, they are the race leaders.
We've still got a 6-lap lead. So halfway through the race, we were 1, 2, 3, and I'm thinking, all right, we're in here.
Bart Lemaire still leads in the white Trabant on corrected time, ahead of Guy Martin and James Colburn.
Just keep going round at this pace, and you're thinking the handicap system is going to fall in our favour here.
I was revving it, and the more you revved it, the better it went.
If he kept that speed up, which he was doing, he was keeping consistent and keeping those times up, may have been talking about possible podium overall in the race situation.
Bart Lemaire, there, the Dutchman, is still leading this race, despite being by far the slowest car on circuit.
I'm thinking this is going to work, this is going to work. I didn't make a mistake by selling Guy my race engine.
The fastest man is Escort, who's now 5 laps behind us.
The Trabants are still leading.
The Trabants are now just minutes from clinching an unbelievable victory. But then, in a flash, all hope is snatched away.
And we've got notification on the timing screen that Trabants have in fact been shown the black flag.
They black flagged them, maybe because they're too slow. He's seen it. He put his thumb up.
So they will have to pull off into the pits. We'll wait and see what happens there then.
The race stewards have made a difficult call. The close-fought race between the Trabants is creating a moving bottleneck around the circuit. The stewards have decided that is becoming dangerous. So the Trabants have been removed from the race on the grounds of safety. The disappointment is obvious.
Chief,
Yeah,
I like a race.
I do.
But that's got one thing written all over
Disaster.
it. Disaster, mate.
And most of the time I go on track, there's faster men than me, but never that big a difference, never that big a difference.
That was a bit... There. He's still here.
I think that's the first time I've ever been black flagged in a race. Yeah, it is. It is.
Guy drove brilliantly out there. He didn't put a foot wrong. The car came back in one piece.
I think we had a fair chance of winning. It's too bad that we couldn't finish it, but that's how it goes.
I have enjoyed it loads. It's been mega. It's mega working with him. You know, sometimes I just got to switch off because he's just like, but he's brilliant to work with.
Yeah, so on the upside, the car was great. The Turtle Award, that's me.
Yeah. You were definitely Pong life then, Chief.
I love doing stuff like this because I'm learning loads. Yeah, we have learned a load. Yeah. Don't do it again.
So, 4 great cars built in his garage and driven in 4 extraordinary races. And guys loved every minute.
Bit of learning, bit of building, bit of racing. Hey, what's not to like? What a great project. No, it's been great. It's been great.
Yeah, we love it. We're just mucking about, innit? Just mucking about, you know.